can you take me through the pin, what you were looking for there, and what opened itself up there?
I think it's loud. I think you talk about your strategy of a match, and especially a big match like that. You don't go out there and you don't think, I need to get the pin right away. I need to jump on this guy and try to pin him, especially an opponent who's pretty tough. So really, it's about scoring points, continuing to score points, and then those opportunities will present themselves. You do your job. Really, talking about breaking a guy, I mean, that's how you do it. You score points, and you put pressure on him, and then they open up. And then those things open up. And even though he's defensive the whole time, those things open up because of that pressure.
Could you feel him relax there a little bit?
I think that that top position for sure. I think after I got that, you just you separate yourself a little bit, and those guys, they'll give up. Okay. When it's a close match, they feel like they have a chance. I think I get on top and put the leg in and turn them, and I think, like you said, I think you feel a relaxation there. You feel it because now there's a 5-point gap. So did I feel it? Yeah.
Tom, McDonough really set the tone the way he came out.
McDonough is a natural spark plug for this team because of the way he wrestles and because of the energy that he has and because he's a 25-pounder. When you have a 25-pounder that's maybe a little bit not quite as spunky as he is, might not get that lift a little bit. And after the break, you saw maybe the difference there with Morningstar getting ridden for a minute 33 in that first period, being down 2-0, and then, and I'm not saying that's the reason why, because you got to get ready to go when it's your time to wrestle. But you see what that can do being a spark plug, and he's a natural. He's a natural for it.
You kind of referred to him as a little bit of a gamer at times. Do you think
He's about getting ready for big matches, and he's about winning big matches. He's not about just being out there. He wants to win, and he wants to define his career with championships and titles, and he wants to put his name in the history books, so to speak, for Iowa wrestling. Tradition is thick and rich in Iowa wrestling. That means that he's going to have a pretty doggone good career. And so he's driven. Very, very competitive individual and represents our program very well. But we still got to widen the gap and get him going too a little bit.
Coach, can you comment on the intensity, both sides of this meet? It seems to be heightened.
It's always heightened for us. I mean, we haven't downplayed it. I think if you were surprised, I think the downplaying come from their side. I don't know where that come from. They've been talking all year, and then the week of the meet, it's all radio silence. So, and I may be throwing some gasoline on the fire right now, and this isn't March, but this is December 6th, and it's important on our calendar, and we circled it and highlighted it and put an asterisk by it. It was important to us. We didn't wrestle well. Packed him for 6. That's the difference in the meet. That's the difference, those bonus points, when it's 5-5. And we got a lot of work to do. We have been sloppy. We haven't been real good in the last couple weekends, and we got to iron that out. And we got to get to full strength as well. We got to get healthy and all the things that go with eliminating that slop. And that'll be on coaches and athletes together.
Tom, because there are two wrestlers on the back end, did you feel the need to kind of shorten this match and kind of go out there and win it in the first 8? You had such a big lead.
No, it's match to match. I mean, you're invested with Blake Raising, even if you won the 9 matches before. It doesn't matter if the duel meets out of hand or not. I mean, it's individual matches, and if we get ready to go individually, we like our chances every time. Every time. Get ready to go, take care of your business, go out and do what you do best, and we like our chances.
Tom, is it weird looking over there and not seeing Cale and those guys at Samson Wednesday?
It's not weird. It's a new thing. I mean, it's old news, And like I said, I mean, there's been a lot of emphasis on this for a long time. I mean, when did they hire Jackson? In May? So there's been a lot of emphasis on this for a long time. And I'll tell you, and I said it in the paper today, in the Des Moines paper today, that he's done a good job because he's been a Cyclone since the day he left here. I mean, he's followed this closely because I remember getting some ribbon from him when we were working on the same team together, so to speak. When he was working for USA Wrestling, I was his volunteer. So, and I know that his passion is with Iowa State. Good hire for Iowa State.
talked about not performing at 184. You did perform, had a top-ranked guy, two-time All-American that didn't get it done. What do you attribute that to? He couldn't get to his legs?
I talked about being sloppy, I talked about getting healthy. Read between the lines there, and you probably got a pretty good handle on what needs to happen at that weight class specifically. Not making excuses. Phil Kenny needed to do more to get deep penetration. He had one opportunity there with the leg up in the air. Maybe changes the match. You got to get tough in tough situations. He wasn't able to do that for one reason or another. We got to get tougher.